And hello again, everybody. Welcome to the Coach Dave Moore Show. We'll look at West Georgia Wolves basketball on the eve of 3 in a row in the Coliseum. The Gulf South Conference schedule hits us full force. In fact, Coach, it did, oddly enough, after the break, and an odd timeline for us. When we came back, what little bit of time we had before jumping on the bus and heading to Mississippi, that had to be a challenge for you and the basketball team.
Yeah, it was. 8 days off. You give them 8 days off for Christmas, which is nice. Then we come back, we got 3 days of practice, and we're on the road for 2 league games. So it's challenging. We went down there. I thought we played really well at Mississippi College. We played a complete game, 40 minutes, something to build on. And, we weren't able to put 40 minutes together against Delta and got down big in the first half. But proud of the guys for coming back. And, we went down there to get 2. We only got 1. But, again, I think we're trending in the right direction.
There's absolutely no doubt about that. Let's talk about the MC game and the positives of that one, because there were so many of them in that win last Thursday night over at Wood Coliseum. A big win over a team in their own building.
Yeah, absolutely. And they were a team that has got some talent, got some guys who can play. And, Carlos Odom, got the start and really played a complete game for us. It was a high-low forwards game, which we needed Carlos to be big in that game. He was terrific. He helped us defensively, helped us on the glass, and he scored some buckets, which was nice to see from him, and he gave us a big lift. I thought we competed for 40 minutes against Mississippi College defensively and really came out in the locker room. We had a double-digit lead at halftime like we've had a bunch this year, and we're able to compete defensively and not give them easy baskets in the second half, and that's why we were able to extend the lead and have a comfortable win.
You got pretty good balance on this team. 4 guys scoring double figures, but I got excited Thursday night and a little bit again Saturday, seeing Kadeem Jones come out and hit his first shot of the game. It seems like, I don't know if he's a momentum player or whatever, but usually when he's rolling, we're playing well.
Yeah, it's important. He's our 2 guard. He's our scoring guard. It's important that he plays well, and he's a big piece of our offense. And, when he gets going early, and then, Seth had a rough game against Mississippi College, and, Kadeem helped pick up the slack, and I thought Arante did a nice job as well against Mississippi College. But Kadeem's important to us. We need him to be that, mid-teen scorer every night and shoot a higher percentage than he's shooting. But, again, I think he's trending in the right direction too.
What does it tell you about our team? You mentioned Seth had a rough night over there. He got 2 quick fouls. Yeah. You got him out for the rest of the half. But what does it tell you that we came out, played well throughout that whole ball game without a guy that was our scoring leader or right at our scoring leader coming in, without him getting any points? I thought it said a lot about our basketball team.
Yeah, absolutely. And we had guys step up, and that's the biggest key. We had Carlos really step up, and Kobe had some foul trouble in the first half as well, and he played a really good second half. Arante was steady for us, had a good floor game, took care of the ball, and that's a big key for us offensively, Mitch, is to be able to take care of the ball and keep our turnovers out of the mid-teens, into that 10-12 area is the goal for us, where we get a lot of possessions and shots at the basket. But, it's just about guys stepping up, next man up.
First half in Cleveland on Saturday had to be tough. We hit that first basket early in the game, and it seemed like they couldn't miss, and shooting from places you don't necessarily object to them shooting from at times.
Yeah, we knew they were a good 3-point shooting team, and we knew that was going to be a big key. We got careless a little bit in transition. Their 5-man hit 3 threes, which we knew he could shoot, but he hasn't had a game like that, this year for them. So, a little bit unlucky, a little bit, not quite ready to play coming in that. And that was the first time that we had that short turnaround, that Thursday, Saturday, walk through Friday and get ready to play again on Saturday. So I think that's an adjustment for our guys. But, in the second half, Dang he came off our bench and gave us a chance.
You mentioned Dang. He got it rolling big time. That was numbers-wise his best performance of the year, and it shows you just what, and people may forget, he's a sophomore, and he's still getting better.
Yeah, he's growing into his role, and we knew Dang is capable of games like that because he's shown it in practice. He's really worked on his jump shot. He's more consistent with it. It hasn't shown up in the game so far this season, but in the second half against Delta, it did show up, and he was making wide-open shots, what he needs to do. And, I told him yesterday that, he had 5 threes, but he should have had probably 7 or 8 of them, because he had some wide open looks in the first half that didn't go down for him. But he was able to settle in and give us a huge lift. And, without his effort, we're not in that game. And we were able to get back in the game and tie the game and eventually take the lead and have a chance to win it. But came up a little bit short.
Showed some grit and character, too, coming from double digits down in that building.
Yeah.
That showed me something about our basketball team. A disappointing loss, but still, there were positives coming out of it.
Absolutely. We fought back, and I was proud of them, and we had a chance to win it in regulation. And then in overtime, we turned the ball over too much. We had 8 possessions while it was a game. We turned it over 4 of those 8 possessions, and you just can't do that in overtime against a good team. And Delta's credit, they had guys step up. They had guys make big shots. Coach Ian Hipper does a great job. The win number 600, so I think he knows what he's doing a little bit.
I would say his track record stands for itself, and of course, you've known Coach Nienaber for many, many years, and there's nothing but respect both sides that I see in that matchup.
Yeah, he was my college coach, and he was the guy that gave me my first college job as an assistant coach, and I owe him so much, and so much of the reason why I'm here today is because of him. And to get a chance to compete against him is a little bit awkward because one has to lose, one has to win. That's tough. But he's a great coach. He's a great man, and he's really helped me throughout my career, and I owe him a lot. And it's always special to go up against him.
Well, the Lee Flames are here Thursday night. We got 3 in a row at home, starting with a very good Lee basketball team. Yeah. Coach, we saw them here in November when they came to our tournament. They came here with a good team, and it looks like they're an improved team.
Yeah, they are. They started out They won 1, lost 1 here in our tournament here, but started out 2 and 3, but now have won 8 straight and really looking good. They've had some injuries, but they've got a good solid bench, and they've got a core guys. Ryan Montgomery's playing at a first team all league level. And then the Sudicum kid at the point guard, 2 guard, is a solid senior that really gives them toughness and grit. And, they got a lot of guys that play their role. They're efficient offensively. They're shooting over 50%, around 50% from the floor, and high 30s from threes, and they're really efficient offensively, and that's what we're going to have to deal with. And hopefully we can match some of that efficiency on our end offensively, but we really got to guard them and take some things away from them.
Is it good to, after that long road trip to Mississippi, you didn't have a whole lot of time to catch your breath to start working on this one, did you?
No, Sunday's off and right back to it on Monday. We had a good practice yesterday. We went over what went right, what went wrong at Delta State, and moved on to Lee, and now we're in full preparation for Lee. And it's going to be a battle. They're right at the top of the league and one of the better teams in our league. So it's going to be a great test for us, and we've got to make home court mean something here in these 3 games. We've struggled at home for a variety of reasons throughout the season, but we've got to make these 3 games count and really have a great effort.
You've had a couple of big road wins, but to add to that, if you can defend your home court, starting with the Lee ball game, that's got to be a big, big plus for us.
Yeah, absolutely. I've told the guys that the key to a successful league season is winning your games at home and stealing a few on the road. And we've been able to steal some on the road and really be close. And 4 out of the first 5 games in our league have been on the road for us. But it's important to come back home and play well at home and have a chance to win the game at the end of the game at home. And that's exactly what we're planning on doing.
Well, that run of 3 in a row at home begins Thursday evening, 7:30-ish, for a tip time for the West Georgia Wolves and the Lee Flames at the Coliseum. Would love to see our students get out and the community get out. We're a fun team to watch. We're an entertaining team. And win or lose, our guys lay it on the line out there. They never leave anything in the chamber.
Yeah, they're going to play hard. We're going to play hard. We're going to play fast. We're one of the top scoring teams in the league. And it's going to be an exciting game. It's going to be an up and down game. Hopefully it's a very skillful game, and we need our students. We need our students. We need the people in the community. We need people to come out and support us, because when they're there, it makes a big difference in the Coliseum.
We got the Wolves and the Flames Thursday, 7:30 in the Coliseum. We would love to see you there. Come make some noise and cheer these guys on to victory. Coach Moore, best of success to you Thursday night.
Thanks, Mitch. Happy New Year.
Dave Moore, head coach of the West Georgia Wolves. We'll be back again next week, recap the league game, and we'll look ahead of Valdosta State in West Florida on the Coach Dave Moore Show. I'm Mitch Gray saying thanks for joining us, and as always, go Wolves.